hello YouTube, welcome back. Don't be confused by that little comment in chat there out of context. It meant something, it's relevant. Don't worry about it though, I'm not going to bother explaining the joke. We're playing a bit of Dwarf Fortress, as you can see, and the fortress continues. I believe this to be CRYPTBEARDS Series 9, which means essentially the 9th fortress we've played. So, yeah, we've done quite well, haven't we? We've gone through. Let's take a look at what we've got built so far. Here's our initial fort, and as you can see, this is a lot more, or a lot more lackluster? A lot less luster? Okay, it's a bit lackluster compared to my regular starter fortresses, because I really didn't let it last too long. I just got them indoors, and then boom, straight away we started moving towards making the more advanced stuff, if you will. Here we've got the barracks, as any Dwarf Fortress veteran will be able to see. Bed, weapon rack, armour rack. Oops, said them the wrong way around. Clearly a barracks. We've got an office here for our manager. We've got a little trading station. That was a trading station, and now it's a temple. A generic temple for the worship of all gods with 4 little statues. I might make it into a sculpture garden, but I don't know if making it a sculpture garden and a temple will cause issues. There's definite problems possible, but not necessarily going to happen. Anyway, here's all of our old area. This was our old industrial area. As you can see, we've still got the carpenter's workshop hanging around there. A little bit of wood where the old wood stockpile was. This is still a dormitory because I haven't actually built any other sleeping quarters for our dwarves to sleep in. So, okay, got to remember that. Got to be careful. And this... is this a dining room? Did we ever make this? Yes, we definitely made it an actual dining room. And a meeting hall. But because there's nothing to replace it yet in the new fortress, we'll leave it there. We've got our food stockpiles here, sort of proto-kitchen. Well, it's an actual kitchen and a still. It's not a proto-kitchen. And a little farm here. But we have had very recently a notification saying no plump helmet spawn left. So who knows what's going to be happening there. Oh, and here we are. We've tied off a few dogs at the entrance with some ropes, just in case, you know, we need them to sniff anything coming in. Like, I don't know, vampires? No, it doesn't tell you if they're vampires coming in. Thieves, that's what we... traditionally, with these CRYPTBEARDS sessions, I've given very little heed to thieves. I don't care if people come and nick my shit, because, frankly, the value of a spiked wooden ball means any theft that they manage to perform, even if they fill their pockets and a wheelbarrow with spiked wooden balls, my most valuable commodity, and leave the fortress, is essentially meaningless. Anyway, let's take a look down here. This is my F2 hotkey. That's F1, that's F2. This is a few floors down, and we've built our new crafting zone, industrial area. So what we've got here is obviously a mason's workshop, craftsdwarf workshop, mechanics workshop, and then stone, because that's what these all consume. If the fortress gets long enough in the tooth, I'm hoping to be able to do some stuff where we assign specific stockpiles to work with specific workshops, and then be able to make specific things in specific workshops, etc, etc. But for now, this seems like a straightforward enough setup. Here I've repeated the basic same pattern. We've got some wood stockpiles, and then things that use wood up here, carpenters, craftsdwarf. And then here, this is a more generic storage area. I think we've basically what we've got here. Let's actually look at it rather than... hello, can I click? Game does not want mouse. Oh, there we go. Bars and blocks, cloth, leather, weapons, which is where basically just going to be spiked wooden balls for now, and gems. And then up here we've got all the clothy stuff, the gem stuff, and a craftsdwarf workshop. Clothier, leatherworks, jewelers, loom. Excuse me. Oh dear. Pardon me. I had a can of root beer a few minutes ago, and it's having a second wind, as it were. Alright, so there's our finished goods stockpile. I'm imagining, don't need to imagine, they are furniture stockpiles. I was correct. Although, as far as you're concerned, because I didn't say what I thought they were before I checked, I may as well be lying. So, you know, there you go. Ooh, mystery. It's going to be Scoundrel Gate. People are going to get all upset about it on the internet, start writing these hectic opinion pieces about how I'm a degenerate monster because I failed to disclose the fact that I previously knew something that I pretended to maybe not know. That's what the internet does, isn't it? It takes perfectly cogent events and turns them into a spiral of madness that drives everybody involved either to despair or idiocy. Is that what happens? That's what I've noticed anyway. Anyway, rather than go down that rabbit hole, let's unpause the game. and get things cracking, shall we? It doesn't appear that I've got any designations for digging, so I'm almost tempted to immediately pause the game and set my dwarves to work. In fact, let's do that. Let's go down to the... no, let's go up to the F1 level. We'll go down 2 floors. Oh, actually, no. Let's zoom out and go until we can't see any more surface. Oh, that's below the workshops. Intriguing. Okay, we're going to go down this far. Oh, shit. I haven't got stairs down this far. Okay, back up to where we have stairs. There's our stairs. So designate up downstairs, because I'm obsessed with up downstairs and I use them for practically everything. Go up to... oh my god, I held shift, didn't I? That was stupid. Enter. There we go. And then we'll go down to where we can't see any more ground, and that floor is where we're going to make our dormitory floor. We're going to put some sleeping quarters in, bedrooms, etc, etc. Let's zoom in so we can actually see when they breach that ground. Not the most exciting screen to be looking at, I must say. Monster, like some kind of forgotten beast. Me? Well, I don't think I qualify as a forgotten beast. Certainly, I'm still fresh in the memory of at least 3 people online. Let's just check that. Let's do some fact checking to avoid an internet scandal. 5 viewers, one of whom I presume is me. Probably another one's a bot. So 3, yeah, 3. Let's do it. I'm sort of accruing unintentional bots in my chat. If you look at the list of who's here, sorry if I'm non-verbally outing any lurkers, but we've got that electrical longboard, electrical skateboard. Seen them in chats? They're just bots. They just sit there. They do nothing. And they don't even seem to count towards viewer count. So maybe I should ban them. It's slightly annoying. Anyway, enough of this nonsense. Let's head up the floors and see how far they are away from actually joining us up and digging us in. Oh, is anyone coming? Nobody's coming. Do we have a miner? Well, let's find out. Do you want to check something out? I've changed something. This afternoon, when I was struggling to get everything to work, instead of going to Dwarf Therapist like this and just disabling Dwarf Fortress on the Dwarf Therapist Steam, look what I've done. Watch this. Oh my goodness, look at that. We've got an actual transition to Dwarf Therapist. Now when I forget, it's going to be that much more obvious. Okay, let's read the dwarves and take a look at what we've got. Oh, okay, I thought we still only had our first group, but no, we've got our first group plus 2 incursions. Oh, that's right, we made all of these people here from the 3rd migration wave. We made them military, didn't we? That's good. That's good. And then this is our initial lot. We've still got 2 miners. What are you currently up to? Storing items in stockpiles. Well, we're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? We just can't allow it. The top 2 need to be stopped from all that kind of tomfoolery. Tomfoolery? Tomfoolery. Right, no more animal hauling. Okay, you can bury people if you must. Food hauling? Does that mean they won't go and get food if they need it? Well, if they starve to death, we'll know. No furniture hauling. No item hauling? Go on then. No push-pull? No thank you. No refuse hauling? No, you're not doing any of that. Stone hauling? Nah. Trade goods hauling? Nope. Water hauling? Do I want to risk... No, you're not doing water hauling. You're not doing wood hauling, cleaning, construction, deconstruction, road building, levers, or... well, the next lot isn't the same, is it? That's alchemy's not the same sort of constant request for stuff. Right, there we go. Commit. And then I will minimise Dwarf Therapist, and I will... oh shit, I've put the 2 scenes miles apart from each other in OBS. Excuse me while I do a little bit of clicky housekeeping. Let me just bring Dwarf Therapist so it sits beneath Dwarf Fortress, or as I've lazily called it, Dwarf Fort. Look at this bad boy. I'm getting pro. This is pretty good. The megabucks can't be that far away. I am a bot. You just haven't tested my humanity. I got a C- on the Turing test. What about the Voigtkampf? Did you do very well on the Voigtkampf test? Did you freak out when they did that turtle thing? There's a turtle lying on the floor. You flipped it on its back in the hot baking sun. No, I didn't. Wah! That's not verbatim how the thing goes, but I think it's close enough. Right, this is definitely the last floor, or the first floor with no... Yep, there's a bit of land down there. Let's go down to the floor we want to be on, zoom in. Right, here we go. And this is the floor, actually zoom out a little bit just for relative location to the volcano. Let's diggy outy a nice corridor. Where do I want it to, how do I want to go? How do I want to go? I'm thinking we'll start by digging a corridor along here. Okay. Okay. And then we'll leave it. Don't go right over to the edge. We want a way to get round. And then we'll put some bedrooms off of. No, maybe another corridor going up here a little closer. Yeah. What am I doing? Actually, no, hang on. Oh, even better planning. Right, we put a door here. Here's a bedroom. Boom, boom, boom. Lovely. And then a door there. There's a bedroom. Lovely. And then we do a corridor. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I wish right-click was removed. God, how much do I wish that? Should we make it 3 wide? Yeah, let's do it for now. So there we go. There's our corridor. Boom. And then we put more rooms off of here, like this. And then over here, like this. So you're beginning to see what I'm doing here. Oh, hang on a minute. That was a very patronising way to say it again, wasn't it? I'm in full-on patronising mode today. Maybe I should just try and calm it down a little bit. Stop being such a horrible, terrible dick. Right, let's fill that in. Fill that in. There we go. Looking good, looking good. See, I knew you'd. If you got a C- on a Turing, you were going to really crap out on a Voight Kampf. Blade Runner references. It's beautiful. Yet nobody has chosen to trigger the. Whoa! That's not in any way even close to what someone might call symmetry. This is better. This is better. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Okay, I don't know why I'm still using 3 wide tunnels. I mean, it's not strictly speaking necessary, is it? I mean, because we're not going to be bringing trade caravans down here, are we? That's lunacy. Absolute madness. I should really think about setting out these corridors first, and then while they're digging that out. Oh no, I can't. You can't designate while they're digging. That's the problem, isn't it? Imagine what kind of freedom you'd get if you could designate and dig at the same time. Right, where are we going? Is there a real distinction to be made between turtles and terrapins? Is a terrapin a distinct creature from a turtle, or is it just what they are called in the UK? Because I know the distinction, like a tortoise has like legs and a turtle has flippers, right? That's the distinction there. I don't know. Bit of a tangent, really, isn't it? It's not relevant. Not relevant at all to Dwarf Fortress, but that's where we find ourselves. Talking cobblers yet again. Mad rantings and ramblings. Right, I think this really sort of shows my intentions with what I'm going to do with the bedrooms, right? If we just make a load of bedrooms like this, and then further off, we can have bigger rooms that are used for keeping nobility happy, or if not nobility, people who have demands. You know, people in the fortress with roles. I say people, I mean dwarves, which is not to claim that, like, you know, people with dwarfism are not people. That's beyond rude. That's positively deadly. Deadly? Well. Anyway, let's drop that. Let's leave these bedrooms as they are. This should be enough to dig out for now. We can set our miners off. They can go. Get digging. And be happy. Be healthy. And get well soon. Ah, too much children's television. These rooms are all the same size, aren't they? They're all 2x3. Terrapin is a freshwater turtle. Turtle is a saltwater. Because I had terrapins as a kid. Which got to be huge, about the size of a dinner plate. But in the end, they escaped. So they got so big they had to go in the pond outside, and they were fine. But then one summer, during a particularly active hot day, they somehow got under the fence and were gone. So Lordy knows where they got to. Almost certainly a crime now. Just leaving them unattended outdoors. You see them a lot up at the Thames sometimes. I don't know if that's still the case. Yeah, tortoises with their little feet rather than flippers. Well, I don't know if that's the technical distinction, but it's my go-to visual distinction. Right, here we go. We've just got a caravan. Oh, elven. Okay. This time I will resist the pummeling. We'll at least see what they've got. Ooh, have I crafted any balls? I must have. We've got a weapon stockpile, for goodness sake. There must be balls. Balls will abound, I'm sure. But let's... is this the weapon stockpile? That's a gem stockpile. Why I no click? Oh, okay. Weapon stockpile, cool. And what's in the bin? What's in the bin, man? What's in the bin? Trap component, yep. Spiked balls. Spiked balls galore. Right, have we built our trading post? We have. This is good. This is good. Is it Chelonians or Shellonians? I mean, I want to pronounce it Shellonians because of shells, but Chelonians? Chelonians sort of sounds like the people in an orchestra who play cellos. Would the Chelonians play a little louder, please? Thank you. And the trumpeteers? Trumpeteer sounds more correct. Chelonian sounds crazy. We call the flipper ones sea turtles and the freshwater ones just turtles. Because America. Well, I don't think there's any form of turtle that's actually in any way... Oh, let's resume. Anyway, native to the UK. I think anything is like just an escaped pet or an invasive species. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we do have native turtles, but it seems unlikely. We don't really have any reptiles other than maybe adders and slowworms, which is not... It looks like a snake, but it's actually a kind of lizard with vestigial legs. So there you go. Exciting. We've got a couple of them living around here. We've seen one in our garden. They're quite rare. Never seen an adder though, the UK's only venomous snake. Of course, every time I mention venoms or poison, I always, or at least I feel I should, take the opportunity to just illuminate people on the distinction between venomous and poisonous animals. A venomous animal has a venom in its fangs or some method of injecting a venom, because a venom, of course, enters your body through a wound. Or, you know, not necessarily, it enters your body through a means other than being eaten. Because if you eat it, it's poison. Poisonous. Yummy, yummy poison. Ugh, oh no, not yummy, I'm dead. Whereas venom is kind of like a, oh, it bit me. Oh. See? That's not helped anybody, has it? I've garbled that very badly. It might be Chelonians, like chitin. Oh, yeah. I for the longest time thought it was chitin, but apparently it is chitin. There's a lot of those ch noises that you find, like Karen. You know the Charon, the guy who goes across the river Styx. Apparently he's Karen, which I mean, not Karen, which is a girl, a lady's name, a female name. What am I doing? Hold on a second. We've got to get our trader in. There we go. Trader, please. Oh. Trader, please, and let's get some goods. Right, show me my spiked balls. SPIKED. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Oh shit. G. Obsidian mechanisms, sure. So, what are we saying here? Are we saying there are no spiked wooden balls? I could have sworn we'd made some balls, and we traded some last time. We didn't give them all the balls, did we? We haven't had a complete deballing. Does the UK have solid snakes? Well, technically, I don't know if we actually... I think the only snake we have is the adder. Could be very wrong on that. Could be very wrong. But I've never touched one. But I'm assuming they're solid. Because a gaseous snake or a liquid snake... Snake! You know, none of those snakes would work, would they? I'm pretty sure all living creatures are solid in some form or other. Oh, wait, jellyfish. Are they just gel? Are jellyfish solid? Our worms, our annelids solid. Oh my god, the world is falling apart around me. My taxonomy is in tatters. Taxonomic tatters? Feels like there's some nice wordplay in there, but I'll have to leave it for now. My Sharona. Oh, I see. Venom could be safely digested in theory. Not going to try it, personally. Not going to give it a go. Going to leave it alone. It looks like we've got no bloody spiked wooden balls. Shit. That's not what I wanted to find out. Wait, if I type in S-B-A-L-L. No balls. Okay. Okay. I don't really have anything to trade, so maybe if we just... Maybe some mechanisms? I appear to have quite a few mechanisms. Oh, stop it. Stop it! There we go. So let's try S-M-E-C-H. Okay, I don't know how much they're worth, but we'll pop them in for trade and see what we get. Okay. We haven't got a lot, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Excuse me. This unpleasant noise is me picking at my fingers with my teeth like some kind of barbarian. Like some kind of barbarian. I am the worst kind of barbarian. Oddly enough, most people think the worst kind of barbarian is the kind of barbarian that Conan is. The kind of wears furry pants with a little belt buckle and stomps around chopping people's heads off. Nope. Nope. The worst kind of barbarian is just the uncultured, monstrous kind that I am. Monstrous. I'm being a bit hard on myself today. Maybe I should just lighten up a bit. That might work. Hey. Right, we've got some mechanisms in. Can anyone trade? Yes, we can trade. Let's see what they've got. That's what's important. Is there anything interesting in this trade outfits inventory? Let's take a look. Took a while to find that word, didn't I? Wood stuff. Oh, they're elves, aren't they? They haven't brought much at all. Just grown wood stuff. A grown Ramy loincloth. Grown maple leggings. Why are you making stuff out of everything out of... Oh, okay, yeah. They don't mind it if it's grown into shape, but they don't like it if you cut it down and then make it. They've brought a giant female fly in a cage. Does the giant fly have any practical uses? I don't think it will it? Can a badger be trained for war? Maybe we buy a badger? Well, we can't actually afford... we can't actually afford anything like a badger. Doesn't matter if it's war trainable. Imagine war boars. Oh, that would be lovely. A peach-faced lovebird. I wonder if we can train that for war. War of... Nope, can't even come up with something. There's no pun there for me. I'm grasping. I'm just clutching. My pun fingers reached out into the pun void and wiggled desperately at the end of my pun hand, hoping to pluck a pun from the aforementioned pun void. But no. Nope. I'm not even seeing any musical instruments. Can you see any musical instruments? A Ramy sandal, low boot. It's all very disappointing. Well, elves, we ain't trading shit, sorry. I'm going to get rid of my trader from the depot. And everything is getting... Hello, what happened there? Meat? No, don't move meat. What's happening? Oh, shit. Right, shift, enter. Don't move any of that shit. Don't move that. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, everything's gone horribly wrong. So, now I have to... Figgins. Now I have to remove pretty much... Oh, good. We can shift enter all this. Oh, there we go. That's the best way to explain what's going on in a game of Dwarf Fortress to people who may have stumbled across it on Twitch just viewing it for the first time. It's to go grr, grr, and make growling, anger noises as you shift enter all the way down the inventory. And then comment on it in such a manner that nobody can actually get any useful information. See, are there... Is that I don't know if I've made more clicks this way or less. Actually, they're not clicks, are they? They're keystrokes. Similar. That's definitely less keystrokes if I do that. you, and you. There we go. Oh, hello Strange Things 80. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Giant flies can be captured in cage traps and trained into pets, possessing the standard high value of giant creatures. Keeping giant flies as long-term fortress pets isn't a good idea, however, due to their exceptionally short lifespan. They only live for one measly year. Any dwarf who adopts them as pets will find them dying very quickly, and their lifespans are too short for a giant fly to be viable. Oh yeah, we're going to get a mood spiral if that happens. Very dangerous. Oh, I'm also, before it disappears off the top of chat, Rando, I had heard the original ba 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 explanation of what barbarian comes from, but I prefer to think of it coming from the song Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys. Ba 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 barbarian. Sorry, that was completely random. You saw the giant fly there and pondered. You've never seen one before now. I don't think I've seen a giant fly before, actually. Honestly, every time I've played Dwarf Fortress prior to this one, I've been all keen and going, oh yeah, I'm gonna get lots of exotic animals and train them up for war, and we're gonna have loads of cool shit. Have they even got mounts in this game yet? Not like that, like that. There we go. There we go. Let's do a little bit of this housekeeping while we can. Page down. Is the viewer count increasing? Well, that's nice. For those of you who have arrived here for the first time ever, this is an off-schedule stream. Lately with Dwarf Fortress I have been streaming during the day, during the week. But normally, I'm a Monday and Friday boy. And by UK time standards, I start about 10:30 PM. So, you know, feel free to swing by whenever. But, I mean, those are usually the optimal times. That's when you're going to get your maximum viewing pleasure. Or, if you don't like this, then maximum viewing displeasure. Whichever you come to seek. Because, you know, even if it does cause you discomfort or displeasure, you may be a masochist. So maybe that's what you're looking for. And then technically that means pleasure, right? Or it all gets very murky. It all gets very murky. Pleasure and pain, not a great philosophical topic. At least not for philosophy noobs like me. Right, let's enter. Philosophical noob. Is that like a philosophical zombie? I wonder. Maybe we'll find out one day. Maybe someone will do the research. Maybe some future... Do you remember when I always talked about future historians? Hello, by the way, future historians, if this has been uncovered as an artifact. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I've lost track of myself completely there. I was on such a rut of ramble that it's gone. But luckily, I finished finally marking all of the stuff. Fantastic. So let's get out of here. Whoo-wee! And head down to where our dormitory level's being hopefully dug. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's done. That's very nice. Let's pause it. We're going to need doors galore. So let's get our manager up. JM. Is it M? Is M, but I didn't press that key, so that's good. No active work orders. I would like doors, please. Give me rock doors. And I would like to have, let's say, I think I'm going to need about 40, right? I'm going to need about 40. And we'll see if we've got any in stock. That's not how you build stuff. It's BD, not DD, Ramon. And then you click here. Oh, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at that. Look at how slowly I do basic maths. I'm a real champ. I'm a maths champion. I'm not. Oh, at best, I'm a maths also ran. Certainly not up there in the grand competitive. Is that it? Jesus, doors don't last long, do they? They run out pretty sharpish. Anyway, let me get back into chat quickly and see what... A warfly would be cool. Well, I mentioned it earlier, probably. Water buffaloes, domestic milkable, wagon puller, pack animal. Oh, that's not bad. Everyone always recommends llama for the milk and wool combo. Dragons, rocks, and hydras in Dwarf Fortress are tameable. Ooh. I mean, difficult to acquire, though. I mean, you really got to have those turn up in an elven caravan, right? Or maybe not, I don't know. For someone who always wants to do the training aspect and make war animals, I know very little about it. You see, you would have thought... I mean, everybody here must be thinking that if you've been playing Dwarf Fortress for almost... Well, I don't know. It must be 10 years almost, since it went from 2D, one plane. That's how long That's when I first played Dwarf Fortress, and I've been playing it on and off. I've played it every year at least since then. And you'd have thought I would have hit the wiki, but no. I've done very little wiki reading. We've got some migrants. I don't know where they are. I don't know why it suddenly zoomed into an underground segment to show us. Maybe that was a very oblique way of saying one of the new migrants has a Jamiroquai hat, and to see them we must go deeper underground. Deeper underground. Oh my god. Somebody stop me. I have to be stopped. It's a matter of national importance. I'm bringing our nation into shame just with these terrible jokes. Jockers. Right, I'm going down to the dormitory level again because the most important thing was forgotten last time. Here we go. Zoom out a little just to get it all in shot. And then we'll do a hotkey. Shift H, yes. Hotkey 3, F3. We're going to zoom here and we are going to name it Beds. Okay, beds will do. I was going to call it bedrooms, but okay. So F1, F2, F3. Glorious. Truly glorious. Oh, and those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us on this little recorded session, but I've been recording for 31 minutes and 4 seconds now, so it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for joining us. Toodle pip, see you in the next one. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, etc.